How can I change the system font size in OS X? I'm using a Mac Mini on big flat-screen TV for playing media. The small font size is really annoying when sitting far away. Is there a way to increase the system font size in OS X?
I could have sworn there used to be a preference to do this before, but I can't find it. Perhaps a more able super user will know where it went. There are a couple of things you can do though. Try turning off LCD font smoothing, either entirely, or for a higher threshold in the appearance section of system preferences. Switch to a lower resolution in the display section of system preferences. This will make everything bigger, at the expense of lower graphics fidelity. Turn on screen zoom in the Seeing tab of the Universal Access section of system preferences. Again, this will make everything bigger, but can be turned on and off as necessary. Some applications have specific accessibility options. For instance, the Advanced tab of Safari's Preferences allows you to set a minimum font size that will be used, regardless of what a website requests.
Apple doesn't provide the capability, but third-party apps might. You could try Tinkertool, which has a Fonts tab that lets you modify system fonts. I haven't personally used it for fonts, although I do use it to change other things like Finder prefs, so I can't say whether it works or not.
There's no built-in system-wide means of adjusting the font scaling, short of running at a lower than native resolution. In general, OS X is a fairly poor choice for everyday use at a distance of 10 feet from the screen. That said, you have a few options. You can increase font sizes on an app-by-app basis. The main one you'll be concerned with, it seems, is Safari, where you can adjust the default display fonts for web pages under Preferences, Appearance, and on any given page. You can adjust the displayed fonts on any given page you are viewing with Command key plus. You can also make use of the built-in zoom feature in OS X. To enable this, under System Preferences, go to Universal Access and turn on Zoom. This will enable you to zoom in on a portion of your screen at greatly increased magnification with a keyboard shortcut. Some people love this, but I find it slightly disorienting. You might also want to investigate whether one of the system-wide theming apps will work for you. The only one I know to work currently with 10.6 is Theme Park. You can probably find more info to assist you in taking this approach over at the Mac Themes forums, but be advised that this sort of UI skinning tends to be frowned on by Apple and break frequently. It's something of a high-maintenance option. Finally, if you're really just concerned with home theater type usage here, you might want to look into any of the many front row replacement apps out there that offer better support for Hulu, Vimeo, Pandora, et al. Some of the major names in this field are Plex, Boxee, and XBMC.
There is a way by using command line parameters and it works throughout the system. For other readers, the solution works for macOS X 10.6 Snow-Leopard, but not in 10.7 Lion or 10.8 Mountain Lion. Taken from here. If you want to increase the size of the menu bar font, you may want to try this. It should work on Leopard. You will need to launch terminal. It's located in Applications-Utilities. Enter the following command. Defaults right ins global domain applet display scala factor 1.5. Then try launching some applications. You should see the menu bar size change as well as the application. The last number 1.5 in the command means 150%. If you want to reset back to normal, use a defaults right ins global domain applet display scala factor 1.0. Depending on your screen size and preference, you may want to play around with the number. An unfortunate side effect is that everything in the web browser gets shifted to the right due to the increased size. However, the size is otherwise great on our 42-inch TV, can actually read the top line, Apple, File, Edit, etc. i.e. to be able to see the Post Your Answer button on the bottom of the screen here I had to use CMD+- to shrink the website.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.